Now to those violent protests across the Muslim world, fueled in part by angry reaction to that film posted on YouTube mocking the Prophet Muhammad. The bodies of those 4 Americans brought home from Libya. ABC's Lama Hassan is in Cairo, Egypt tonight, where the protests have begun to subside. Lama.
David, tonight the Egyptian security forces control the streets of Cairo again after cracking down on the protesters, driving them out and away from the U.S. embassy. But this region is a powder keg. The militant group Hezbollah is now calling for more protests across Lebanon. And in Pakistan today, more violent demonstrations. Police fired warning shots to stop the protesters from advancing toward the U.S. consulate in Karachi. But across much of this region, the violence we've seen over the last couple of days has mostly died down. Meanwhile, the Libyan government today announced it had arrested 50 people involved in the consulate attack that killed Ambassador Chris Stevens and 3 other Americans. The Libyan president saying the attack was planned by foreign fighters linked to Al-Qaeda who'd entered the country months ago. David?
Lama Hassan reporting in again tonight from Egypt. Lama, thank you. And we wanted to pick up where she left off there. That statement by Libya's president saying the attack on the U.S. consulate was premeditated, timed to occur on 9/11. Well, today on ABC's This Week, the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Susan Rice, would not go that far, saying the investigation continues and that so far there is no indication of a premeditated attack.
Our current best assessment, based on the information that we have at present, is that in fact what this began as was a spontaneous, not a premeditated, response to what had transpired in Cairo.
Ambassador Rice went on to say that the protest then, quote, seems to have been hijacked by extremists who descended on the compound and attacked with heavier weapons.